Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. First of all, you guys know the drill. If you guys please smash that like button, I'd really appreciate it. If you guys could leave a comment down below, I don't care what it is, it super helps the channel out. It's Tuesday morning, it's bright and early. We're back in the shop. Today in the shop, we have our 2021 Mazda CX-5 Carbon Edition. Now, this was in our video the last couple of vlogs. It's still in here. We're just finishing up a couple things. We were actually waiting on the emblem for the grille. We had the emblem, but we were waiting on the surround. It just came yesterday, so we do have the surround here. I'm gonna pull it out of the plastic here. So we do have a gloss black surround, so that's just gonna basically pop right into there. And then from there, we have our OEM chrome Mazda emblem, so that'll snap onto that. And then you can see it's kind of a dull. We just got done color sanding it yesterday, so we just had the machine buff and polish it and hit it with a coat of ceramic wax, and we could wash it and send it on its way. So there you have it. It's full front collision. So this was a new hood, new bumper, new grille, new headlight, new fender, new flare, new wheel liner, new rebar, new upper tie bar, fender bracket, bumper retainer, pretty much the whole 9 yards, new hood hinges. You can see too that I have the whole side color sanded, and the reason for that is the last vlog we unmasked the vehicle. It did get a little bit dirty. We actually had a couple fisheye reactions, which was super weird. I've never experienced fisheye in the booth before. So this was definitely a first. We did switch to a new air hose, so I'm not sure if that's where the contamination was coming from, but I temporarily switched back to the old hose. So we are going to do a little trial and error with this hose on some things that don't matter as much, and maybe try to see if this was the problem or if it was just a random fluke. Maybe there was a diesel truck outside and air was getting sucked in from the outside and was going through the booth and going into our paint. But anyways, we did end up re-clear coating the hood, the left fender, and the door. Well, I also realized that I brought my blend out way too far. So it kind of made this door really dark. It was just a little bit too unacceptable. This color, it's a very difficult color. I didn't really have quite a blendable match, to tell you the truth. So I got a little bit carried away with my blend, went too far to the door edge, ended up making kind of like a night and day difference. So I had to go ahead and prep out the rear door and the quarter panel. And I stayed out of the quarter panel as far as color, but I did go into this A-pillar, so I thought, why not? The quarter panel is not that big. I went ahead and prepped it out just in case it kind of came up into here. We do have a compound curve here. It kind of starts stepping out, and it also curves this direction. And we also have our smallest area between here and here. And we also have this line as well as a body line and this door handle. So this ideally is the sweet spot to hide your blend in this area. So I went ahead and kind of colored out the door. And of course I coated it with a DBC 500, and I went ahead and diluted out my paint and made it a little more transparent each coat when I was doing my blend, and kind of faded up into this door. And I went ahead and checked it with a light, and I was happy with it, so I went ahead and re-clear coated it. So just got to finish machine buffing, polishing this vehicle, and we will be set to go. So there you have it on that. It's probably been in the shop for a couple too many days already at this point, but it's almost ready to leave. So inside the spray booth last night, Sean is just flying through things. He's kicking ass. We literally have, we started on this vehicle, got dropped off a week ago. And at the same time, he basically did that collision repair and did the body work, tear down on this, the prime, the prep, the masking, everything. So I went ahead and stayed a couple hours late last night. I stayed till about 7, so I guess it's about 2.5 hours late. Let's see here, 4:35. Yeah, it's about 2.5 hours late. And, which I don't usually do because I get here really early. I usually get here around 6. So I stayed, did over a 12-hour day yesterday. So anyways, he went ahead and got this masked up. We were running a little bit behind schedule. I had hoped that I had started spraying by around 2, so I could still kind of leave around 4:35 era. I didn't really start spraying until about 4:30, And of course I went till about 7, but I went ahead and we painted out this whole vehicle. Now this vehicle came in for just a few cosmetic repairs, some various panels around the vehicle. Now being a 20-year-old vehicle, this is a 2003 Toyota Highlander. Some of the paint was faded, so we basically chose to go ahead and do the additional 3 panels. I believe it was the 2 fenders. Actually, I think it was a door, a front door, driver door, this fender, and the hood. We went ahead and just chose out to go ahead and color out the whole vehicle and fix the additional little dings and rock chips. The only thing we did not do was the roof. We didn't do the mirrors, the door handles, and I believe that's about it. So we still have to do the front and rear bumper, the grille, and but honestly, it came out awesome, guys. I'm really happy with it. My clear laid out, bodywork looks good, prep looks good. I got a little bit of dirt in my hood. I probably should have had it flipped around. The sweet spot is spraying under the intake on these m-tek booths. I probably got a couple leaks in this booth as well. And also you just you open the door here and anything just kind of flies in. All the dust and dirt ends up here. And this is just a really bad spot for a flat panel. So ideally this should have been flipped around. I should have had the rear door right here and I would have had a lot less chance of any dirt landing, and that being it's a vertical panel. But overall, just a couple little chunks in each panel, nothing too big, nothing we can't take care of. So just a little bit of color sanding on this vehicle and some machine buffing, and it'll look like $1 million bucks. But super happy with how it came out. Lots of room for error when you're doing something this big. So really excited. Paint came out pretty awesome. It's the original metallic blue. We went ahead and masked off the wing. We didn't want to remove it because somebody had siliconed it and kind of sealed it up. So we just kind of left it on there. We didn't want to open up a can of worms here. It kind of looked like maybe it was broken or something. So we went ahead and just left that in place. This is a 20-year-old vehicle, guys. We're not completely restoring the vehicle. It's not going to SEMA or anything like that. So there you have it. Super happy. So I'm gonna let this cure for another hour or so at least, and then we're gonna carefully unmask it. And today we'll go ahead and Sean will probably get a jump on installing the door handles, getting the door panels back on, throwing the mirrors on, stuff like that. And so he'll probably do that this afternoon. In the morning, he's going to come in and he's going to be prepping out the front bumper. So we did a couple repairs on this front bumper. You can see it's kind of spot primed, but he's gonna get this bumper prepped out and ready. We have a brand new rear bumper. It's already masked, ready to go. I just have to throw a little fine line right there, blow it off, get that in the booth. So we have the rear bumper, we have the front bumper, we have our grille. We're gonna go ahead and color this baby out. We have a couple little rock chips and stuff that we went ahead and sanded out. So we're gonna go ahead and get this ready for paint. And we also have a couple fog light block off panels. You can see through a little bit of primer on that one. There was a couple rock chips, but and he also has a couple tow hook plugs. You can see right there. He's got on a stick ready to go. So basically, we're gonna kind of get that body back together. We're gonna get the rest of the parts painted this morning. We're gonna get this back together. We're gonna start moving on the machine polish on this. So by the end of the day, we should pretty much have this pretty much wrapped up, ready for bumpers and a detail, and then also hopefully have this kind of at least buffed out for the most part. All right, guys, I just want to take a little break here. I just want to take a little moment to let you guys know that this video is sponsored by, well, me. That's right, you heard it, me. So nobody's here sponsoring my videos. So if you guys could please take a moment right now and pause this video, go right below the video, and there's a thumbs up button. Hit that video. If you guys are watching on a TV, use your arrows, hit the up, go up and over, and you should be able to like the video as well. And anyways, I appreciate it, and I'll get back to the video. On the detail side of the shop, we do have a 2022 Lexus RX 350. Now this is a beautiful car, pearl white, beautiful car. I really like these. I really like the contrast that they have with the black on the mirrors. Just a very cosmetically good looking vehicle. Really love the big grills and the aggressive headlights and front end on these new Lexus. Very beautiful car. I love the wheels. Very good looking car. So anyways, this customer came in a couple weeks ago. Someone bumped her in the back, and she actually had a little boo-boo on the rear bumper, and I was able to get the blemish off. There was a paint transfer. I just did it out in the parking lot, and it still has a little bit of scuff, so we're gonna go ahead and do a little color sand right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's actually a little bit of a scratch. So we're gonna go ahead and do a little light color sand, machine buff and polish. We're actually gonna machine polish this whole vehicle out, and we're gonna go ahead and get it prepped out, and we're actually gonna apply a ceramic coating from R1. So the ceramic coatings that we use are from r1coatings.com. So far, it's the best bang for the buck. Now remember, you get what you pay for. This is not a cheap coating. It is not the most expensive, but it is a very good coating. So this is just kind of a general kit here. It comes with the instructions. You get the prep spray. You get a 30 milliliter bottle or a 50. And there you go. So there's your ceramic coating. That is pretty much what you're paying for when you get these kits. Sometimes I'll just buy the coating by itself for a little bit cheaper. These towels are not the best. I usually use the Kirkland towels from Costco as far as microfibers. But in this case, they kind of had a couple things sold out on their website. So ideally, it's nice to have another bottle of this prep. I do keep a little bit of it up there. I don't really care much for the Revive. It's just kind of a quick detailer, so I'm not really hot on that. But I do like to order the kit sometimes just because I get some more applicators. But sometimes you'll see that I'll just order the ceramic coating itself and a few extra applicators because the towels are just kind of throwaway towels in my opinion. But anyways, this is what we got. When you order from R1, now I believe they're in California, and we are up in Washington. We get it in less than a week. It takes about 3 to 4 days, business days usually, to get the product. So I should keep some in stock, that way we don't have to wait. But anyways, we got it fairly quick. We got her in, so we're gonna go ahead and by the end of the day get this polished out, get any debris and particles off the paint that may have been on there since it's been new, and go ahead and get it prepped out for a ceramic coating. And we'll go ahead and Rain-X the windshield. We're gonna apply the ceramic coating on the headlights, the tail lights, you name it, and we'll get this thing wiped down and looking real good. So on the mechanical side of the shop, you can see we got to get the orange cart out of here actually today. We have not mounted the spoiler yet. We're still thinking about it. It's growing on me. I like it. I don't hate it. I think everybody that's been coming through the shop is loving it, and at least saying they love it, and I like it. So tell me what you guys think in the comments of that spoiler. Of course, it's going to drop down an inch. It is sitting on studs, which is going to actually drop down this back just a little bit and also reduce the angle just a hair, not much. And it's also got these covers here, so those are going to surround that. So tell me what you guys think of the spoiler. Do you think it looks good on the car? Is it too much? I've had this car for almost 20 years, guys, and I've never had a spoiler on it, so it's not gonna hurt my feelings to not put one on it. Although I'm about $500 into that spoiler right now, including the wing itself and color matching it with paint. So it would be kind of a bummer to not end up using it, but I'm not just gonna drill holes in my trunk for no reason. So tell me what you guys think in the comments about the spoiler. I like it. I think it fits the car. It's fairly aggressive. Of course, it's covered in dirt right now, guys, but there you have it. So anyways, for the Jetta, you can see that's on the lift right now. We actually, real quickly here, we do have some brand new door handles. Our OEM door handles were just pitted and rotted from the sun. They are plastic. So I ordered a brand new set. Came with 2 sets of keys. Unfortunately, even though I ordered them at the same time, the same set, left and a right with each other, it did come with keys that are mismatched. So I have a key for 2 sets of keys for the left handle and a set of keys for the right handle. No big deal. This car is pretty much being built for a showroom or inside the shop. I'm okay. The car's gonna have 3 keys, so one for the left door handle, right door handle, and then of course the ignition. No big deal. I could switch the locks, but unfortunately our left door handle lock was actually missing when I got the vehicle, so it's not a big deal. If I really cared, I could get it all, keyed the same, but it's not a big deal. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get these prepped out, get them kind of torn apart for paint. And also we have some brand new window washer squirters, and these I went to prep out the old ones because they got to be painted white to match the car. and unfortunately one of them was kind of messed up, so I went online and we ordered 2 brand new ones, OEM replacements here, and we'll go ahead and get those painted white as well. We also have our license plate bezel, OEM, and our emblem ready to go, so we're going to get those painted white as well. I'm just going to set that right there for now. So we're getting a little bit of a parts batch ready. Our strictly foreign grill filler panel still needs a couple little pinholes and chips repaired, and same thing with our Wings West spoiler. We had a couple cracks on this, unfortunately, even after fixing 2 cracks and some pinholes, so we are going to do a couple more repairs on this. Probably squirt a couple more coats of primer in a few areas, and probably a couple coats of primer on these pieces. Bumper is good to go. We just got to prep that out, and we are trying to get another parts batch ready to go. We are moving forward on the body work on the body itself. The whole nose is pretty much roughed in. We just have a little glaze coat we just got to knock down. It's up on the lift right now, so I know you guys can't see, but you can kind of see there the whole nose and the driver's door is pretty much ready to go. So we got about almost half the car body worked, and it'd be nice to get this thing into primer in about a couple weeks from now at least. I'd really like to get it prepped and painted by the end of the year. I want to go into the new year with assembly in mind. So today it's on the lift for a reason. Mikey's coming in. He is very fast, very efficient when it comes to doing some mechanical repairs and stuff. I have a broken CV axle boot here. And you can see everything's looking really good. I don't have 1 drop of oil in the transmission. I don't have 1 drop of oil in the oil pan. I resealed pretty much everything, regasketed everything. We took the transmission out. We did new rear main seal, new clutch, new flywheel. Anyways, the axle's fine, but we have a boot that's broken. I could have changed the boot. We did change the hardware, but pretty much for the boot, it was for a little bit more money. I just got a whole new axle. So went ahead and bought a whole new axle. Now these axles come with the CV joint, comes with grease to pack it with, comes with instructions. And inside here, I'm just going to pull one out. We got brand new triple square bolts, and also comes with a little bit of a gasket here, little rubber gasket that you actually put in there, and that's kind of what seals up the joint here. So you put a little gasket in there, pack it with grease, put your CV axle in place your new hardware in. And this is actually already new hardware, so there's nothing wrong with this axle, but I just thought, why not? So we went ahead and bought the other axle to match. We really are restoring this car, so I don't want to cut any corners. I don't want this thing leaking in the showroom, nothing like that. So we have also another brand new axle right there, same thing, comes with a gasket, brand new hardware, grease and everything. So wasn't too much money just to go ahead and get 2 new axles. Also, we have a new AC condenser, and we also have a brand new radiator. And I'm going to pull this up just a hair. So there you have it, brand new radiator. And so we're going to go ahead and take off a few bolts here, and this whole front clip actually comes off, and we'll have access to the radiator and the AC condenser, and we'll go ahead and replace those and get those looking good. These are obviously old, from 1997. It's got actually a little bit of a bend in here. The top of our radiator end tank is actually broken off. Nothing's really wrong with it. It works still, but I just thought, you know what, this is a good time just to get it changed. I won't regret it later on. So we're gonna go ahead and do the axles and the AC condenser and the radiator, and that'll leave us with just the brake system to restore. And of course, we're gonna get new suspension, wheels and tires, and get this thing going. So the Fast and Furious Jetta is on its way. Super pumped. The kit is upstairs painted. Everything's pretty much ready to go. Our front bumper's ready to prep. Our rear bumper's prepped, ready for paint. So it is coming together, guys. Once you guys see it painted, it will start coming together real fast. So anyways, like this video, leave a comment down below, and if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. We'll see you on the next one.
Ooh, like LeBron though, or like Bonzo. Ooh, I'm a baller, yeah, shot caller, yeah. They love me, you can't touch me, nah, can't trust me. I'm too lucky. Look at me, look at you, what you see, what you do.